Just picked up this Variegated Monstera Albo, and so just wanted to make a video kind of showing it off. I've got a couple Monsteras. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see this through the window there, but I got a pretty big Monstera there. I got another one in there, but this is my first variegated one. And when I went to pick it out, I was on a waiting list. So for anybody wondering how much these cost, if you buy it online, if you buy it off Etsy, it's going to be a lot of money. If you have a decent plant nursery near you, there are still some plant nurseries that actually sell these at reasonable prices. It's not cheap. This thing cost me $85, but compared to the fact that had I bought it online, it probably would have been 300, 500, 600. I mean, shit, some people try to get 1,200 bucks for a plant like this. I don't think anybody's really paying that price, but you'll see them listed for that price. So I got this for $85. I'm in the Chicagoland area. Probably not going to say the name of the nursery just because I don't necessarily want the place to get flooded and I can't get any good plants anymore. There wasn't necessarily a huge selection. The first time I ever went to this nursery, I didn't realize that they had a waiting list, and I just saw like a whole table full of Monsteras, and I was going to buy every single one. And when I got up to the desk, they were like, "Oh no, you gotta be on a waiting list. There's a waiting list for these." So I got on the waiting list. It's probably been about 5 months. Finally got the email that it's my turn. So I went in to pick it up. The selection today wasn't as great as it's been in the past. What I was finding was the plants with the prettiest leaves in the best shape with the most variegation seemed to not have any aerial roots, and it would be just like 1 or 2 leaves per plant. The plants that were fuller and had a lot bigger leaves and more aerial roots, those ones tended to not have a ton of variegation to them. So I did happen to find this one. We got a decent amount of variegation here. Overall, the leaves seem in pretty decent shape. We got a little problem area right there. This leaf's not in the best shape, but we got some variegation there. We got a new leaf that just popped that doesn't look super healthy, but I'm not sure how long ago this one unfurled. And then we got some pretty healthy aerial roots going. As far as how I picked it, I'm pretty decent with plants. I'm not an expert. I was chatting with another couple who was there picking out some plants. They seem pretty knowledgeable. We did notice that a number of the plants that we were looking at had some like fungus and bugs under them. So this one seems free of any fungus or bugs. You can see we got a ton of aerial roots down there. We got some growth coming out of the bottom. And I liked the videos from the Swedish plant guys. And he did a great video. If I can find it, I'll link to it below. But he did a great video talking about how to pick out a Monstera at the nursery. So this pot feels very, very dense. I mean, you can even kind of see ribs on the side of the pot from these aerial roots growing. So this one seems like it's well rooted. It's not something that would just fall out of the pot. In terms of looking for variegation, maybe some of you guys can answer this for me. I was curious, if a plant doesn't have a ton of variegation as it grows, will it develop more? And I guess basically what I was kind of going for is, should I be looking for the plant with the most and healthiest growth, regardless of variegation, or should I be looking for the plant with the most variegation if that's what I'm really after? And the one gentleman who I was chatting with at the store kind of told me to look at the stems, and I could see, he showed a couple of them to me where you'd see like a white vein running up the side of the stem, or if there's any new growth where a new leaf is going to unfurl kind of through the sheath, you can kind of see if it's going to be variegated. But yeah, this, out of everything I looked at, this was kind of the best condition plant that I found. I kind of liked that we have some good healthy growth, some good healthy leaves, plenty of variegation. The root system seems healthy. We got a lot of aerial root and growth points there, and then we have a new leaf that unfurled here. So if you guys have any questions about where to find these, how to pick a good plant, feel free to ask it down below, or subscribe to the video. If you want to keep up with, I think I'm going to let this guy, kind of acclimate to my house for a couple days, maybe a week or two. And I do think I am going to repot it. I'm not going to go with a pot too big, because I think a lot of plants, especially the Monstera, I think like to be somewhat root bound. So I'm not going to go with a huge pot, but I do want to give it a little bit more room to grow. It seems like that one is kind of outgrown its pot. And then these are not variegated. We got a pretty large regular Monstera here, and then I got a baby over there that actually both these came from the same nursery as the variegated one. But yeah, keep up. I'll make some follow-up videos with how things are going if we have any issues. That's all I got. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you on the next one.